Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing you how I made these pine cone flowers. They definitely have a daisy vibe, so I'm going to show you how you can make 3 different looks out of one pine cone. I actually did a video, my last video, I made them in different colors, and I did a wall art piece that turned out super cute. If you're interested in checking out that project, the link is in the description box. And today I'm going to show you how to make these flowers. It is a very simple project, very fun. You don't need a lot of supplies, and definitely not a lot of money goes into this one. My pine cones, I get them from my yard, so I do like to bake them at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. I used acrylic paint that I purchased at Walmart, and then these shears. Check the description box for a link for these shears. They have made pine cone flower making so easy for me. But we're gonna be able to make 3 different flowers out of one pine cone. Sometimes the bottom piece here is a little difficult to get apart, but it also sometimes it just doesn't look right and it won't work to make a flower. But 9 times out of 10 you can make a flower out of the bottom. So we're going to cut that part off, and this one turned out pretty decent. And then we're also going to cut this one in half, and then we'll make 2 more flowers out of this part of the pine cone. Something to think about whenever you are trimming these. If I want the flower to be a little smaller, I can remove the pieces from the bottom, but I wanted this one to be a little bigger, so I'm going to start trimming away at the top. But depending on the size and the shape, you can remove the pieces of the pine cone either from the top or the bottom. Now, because I removed some from the bottom, it's a little bit long here, and I need to trim some of this off. So you want to be really careful not to do it too much at a time. It will mess up the flower. So just trimming a little bit of this off so that way it's a little bit more flat. didn't have to do too much trimming on this bottom piece. I do have to, I'll actually get some tweezers and get these extra little pieces that get stuck to the pine cone here. But that's what I use my tweezers for, is just kind of pulling that stuff away. Sometimes you have to scrape it off, but other than that and trimming away at the center, this one is pretty much done as it is. You can pull away some of the pieces at the bottom. This will make it just a little bit more flat or even. Some pine cones, it is way more hassle than what it's worth. This one peeled away pretty easily. And I'm just going to get my tweezers and clean these up just a little bit before I paint. And then depending on the size of the pine cones and how hard it is to get in between the spaces that you need, you can use different size brushes, whatever works best for you. There's really no method, just slapping the paint on there and getting it covered the best you can. It usually takes 2, sometimes 3 coats, but usually just 2 coats of paint will cover them pretty well.